Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oldham County Fiscal Court. I'm David Vogel, Judge Executive. Happy to have all of you here today for our meeting on February 5th, 2026. If you're able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Holly, will you please call the roll?
Magistrate Likens.
Here.
Magistrate Tice.
Here.
Magistrate Woosley.
Here.
Magistrate Jeffries.
Here.
Magistrate Hounds.
Here.
Magistrate Hawkins.
Here.
Magistrate Dye.
Present.
Magistrate Logston.
Here.
And Judge Vogel.
Here. Having all members of the fiscal court present, this meeting is now in session. Is there a motion to accept the agenda?
So moved. Second.
All right. Are there any additions or deletions suggested? Seeing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. Motion carries. Is there a motion to approve our minutes from our last meeting?
So moved. Second.
Any corrections?
There were some corrections emailed to Holly that's already been fixed in this one.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Time now for public comment, the time during our meeting when anyone who would like to address the fiscal court is able to do so. Any Oldham County resident, you have up to 4 minutes, and we ask you to state your name and address, or if you're uncomfortable with stating your address, you can delete that and attest that you live in Oldham County. Is there anybody here who would like to address the fiscal court?
I'm Larry Kaiser, 3000 Maple Leaf Drive. I'd like to thank Judge Vogel for responding promptly and resolving Magistrate Likens' email issue. I appreciate that it was addressed. For those that may not be aware, an issue recently came to light involving the handling of an official county email. Magistrate Likens had been forwarding county emails to a personal Yahoo account, and there are concerns that this setup may have included blocking certain email addresses as well. With that said, though, I am asking the court and the IT committee to discuss this matter publicly and to go on record with a few clarifications. How long was this email forwarding in place? Were copies of those emails retained on county servers, or were they deleted during the forward? What steps are being taken to ensure those records are preserved and backed up for open records request? And how was a member of the IT committee able to set this up in the first place? I'd like to hear directly from that member about what happened and what safeguards are now in place. More broadly, I want to address transparency and public access to records. County committees make recommendations and influence policies, but agendas and meeting minutes are often difficult or impossible to find online. There were 4 meetings earlier today. 2 of them I got a notice about. Thank you, Magistrate Dye, and thank you, Magistrate Tice. At a minimum, the most recent several years of agendas and minutes for all committees should be publicly available online. Frankly, there's no technical or legal reason not to provide access to all electronic records that already exist. The same applies to these fiscal court meetings. Limiting access to only the last couple of years unnecessarily restricts public oversight. I'd like to suggest that the IT committee begin a formal process to address this, creating a consistent, searchable, and public repository for agendas and minutes. As always, I'm willing to help with that effort if it's useful. However, given recent events, I don't believe Magistrate Likens should be involved in that process. Finally, I want to ask a bigger picture question. With the exception of data center dealings, there is generally low public turnout and limited participation. Is that the court's intention? If not, why wouldn't we do everything possible to remove barriers to participation by making records easy to find, and meetings easy to follow, and government activity visible without requiring formal request. Transparency isn't a burden, it's how we build trust. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the fiscal court here? All right, seeing no one, I'm going to go on to our next item on the agenda, and that's the sheriff's 2025 fee account settlement. We welcome Sheriff Tim Wakefield.
Good afternoon. I hope you all got a copy of it. So our fees and revenues and commissions for 2025 totaled $3,212,050.71. That was just over a $135,000 increase. I think you all received a breakdown of where all that came from. If you have any questions, I'll address them now.
Anybody have any questions on that? Rounding it up, I don't think we take a vote on this. We just accept it, and
Okay.
I think we have.
All right.
Right?
Thank you all.
Sheriff. All right.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, I said thank you.
Okay, somebody, all right. Bid opening, Oldham County Spring Paving Group 1. We'll do that now. Okay, first bid. Where is it here? Somewhere in here. All right, Flynn Brothers, $457,496.35. Second bid is from Hall Contracting, $462,529 and a nickel. The third bid is from Libs Paving of Floyd's Knobs, and that's $424,356. The next bid is from Louisville Paving, $419,673.70. $419,673.70. Mack Construction, $548,327. Riverside Paving, $349,347.10. The final bid is all-terrain paving and construction of New Albany, $504,321.76. Thank those bidders. Next item is Spring Paving Group 2. I'll try to put these together in a way that's a little easier for you to handle there. Okay. First bid here, Flynn Brothers, $279,432.10. The second bid is Hall Contracting, $297,033.20. The third bid is Libs Paving, $274,273. The The next bid is Louisville paving, $261,908.24. Mack Construction, $327,058. Riverside Paving, $218,738. And that's it, all right? Jim, you can have them. There's Group 1.
Didn't bid on the second one.
There's Group 2. Pardon? Apparently not.
Okay.
Did we have two? One of them had a red marker there. In that pile down there, a little bit, the other side, there you go. I don't know, is there a second bid in there? Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, now we're on for janitorial services at the new Oldham County Courthouse. First bid is Environmental Control of Southwest Ohio. This is a yearly bid. It says not to exceed $119,944.
Judge, this is
Is
for
this-
a year contract.
Yes, sir.
Annually.
One-year contract. Per year, is it? I think it's a year. Per year. The next bid is $6,833 a month. Somebody want to multiply that?
6833.
Yes, sir.
81,996.
That is from Modern Maintenance. 81,000 what?
996.
996, all right. The next bid is from Southern Cleaning Services. All right. Okay, I'm going to just state what it says here, and then I guess our maintenance, we'll have to take a look at this. They've got the total bid price, $93.60 per month, and then there's an additional amount of $3,800 per year for glass and window cleaning. So, what's $93.60?
112,320.
What is it?
112,320.
12,320. 112, and then an additional 3,800,
Per month?
no, per year.
Per year.
Six, so that's a total of $116,620. Okay. I'm going to assume we want the windows cleaned. There's a lot of them over there. All right, here we go with Ward Edison's Professional Cleaning Services. This is $162,275. Final bid is Coverall of Louisville, $100,644 per year. Okay, so,
Judge, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Were all these bid out for 3 years or 1 year?
who can tell us that? Stan, is he here somewhere? Okay. Go check, we'll check. Let me take a look at this here. I believe, I don't find anything where it says a multiple year, it's per year, I believe.
Well, the one had, I thought somebody said 3 years for the first one or second one, so I didn't know if all of them were.
Did I say 3 years for something? I don't think I did.
Somebody brought it.
They're yearly contracts. Some of them gave us monthly.
Per
numbers.
year,
Okay. Just clarification.
right. Now, this is inside, it's not outside. We still have a landscape contract to get bids on. Magistrate Hawkins.
I'm just trying to figure out which committee would these bids go to for the cleaning contract? Is that going to go to that building committee that had all you, Judge Crosby?
What?
That committee that had you, what was the committee called? Yeah, the Project Development Committee, or is this going to come to a fiscal court committee? Or no committee at all?
I can't say right at this minute.
Okay.
I think, in other words, this is a bid that the state will reimburse us on these fees. So
Okay.
we'll have to ask AOC how it's done elsewhere. Okay.
Judge, I have a question, and I don't know whether you know the answer, but, with this being a courthouse, do these folks have to be
Yes, the
vetted?
answer is yes.
Okay. That's- yeah.
I know what your question is.
Okay.
Do they have to be bonded and checked? Yeah, right. We're not going to let just anybody in there.
So all of these contracts that we have received, they're all aware of that, and that's included in their bid?
Right. Well, they all have to pass a muster to be able to work in the courthouse.
Magistrate Logston, I looked it up, and it is a yearly contract.
Yes, sir.
You said that the state's going to reimburse us for these?
Yes.
Or since there's such a diverse amount of money here, did they bid this off of a state bid list or a bid package?
No, I believe this was all put out to bid. These groups responded.
Oh, they came in and walked through?
Yes,
and-
right. They've all been there. Right.
Looks
There's been a pre-bid meeting. They had to come there and take a look at exactly what was involved.
And does the state have a maximum number they're going to pay?
I don't have an answer to that right now. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think, again, here we'll take the best bid, not necessarily the lowest, certainly not the highest, but it'll have to be discussed with AOC.
Judge?
Yes, sir.
Oh, one more question. I know this one company split out, I guess, the Southern Cleaning Services on the glass cleaning. I assume that's cleaning both inside and outside glass?
I don't know. Stan, can you tell us that?
I don't know what the question is.
I'm sorry. There was one company that broke out the cleaning of the windows. I would assume that would be both inside and outside. And if they do the outside, we're going to
The
have
bid was very specific, and what we're doing here is we've asked for services, okay? And the go today was to accept these on a time, and then we view them as to who comes closest to providing the service. The service is listed in as required by AOC, what has to be done and how it has to be done. And yes, I mean, rather than getting all that details, we'll have to review them as to compliance. And so if somebody has accepted something out or charged extra, some of that was in the bid. I mean, the bid's fairly complex. Just to answer bluntly, if I remember, there's cleaning inside and outside, and there's different timelines and how it's done and stuff. And glass was one of the things to be broken out as separate, because, yeah, but until we review the bids and services, we just need to find who has the best fit to get the job done.
Yeah, my only concern was, the inside wouldn't be difficult to do, but they're going to have some type of either ladders or lift or whatever to do the outside.
That
lifts.
building is going to be a major problem from maintenance and everything. We're going to have to be renting lifts. There are units and equipment that we can't get to. We're going to have to remove benches in the courtrooms to get to some of the lights with the lift. So it's not going to be a cheap or easy building to maintain or do some of the stuff. So, and that's why it's very important that, we look at who can best provide the service. But we already realize, and we've talked to AOC already in a conference call, and they say, do we buy a lift for the building or do we rent it each time? And they said rent it each time, okay? And because all this is going to be reimbursed by the state AOC.
Okay, thank you.
I'll say one thing about, we do want to rent the lift. We don't want to buy a lift. We have a subject matter expert that we can talk to about owning a lift, and he will tell you, don't own a lift. Rent them.
Measure die.
Stan, you said that the state's going to reimburse us dollar for dollar?
That's yeah, they have to approve. Once we make our suggestion to them, they have to approve it, and then we get reimbursed dollar for dollar.
Okay, so you are going to pick one or two or three or whatever you're going to do out of this group. And you said the bid specs were very specific that came from the state.
Yeah, a lot of it, because they had daily cleaning, weekly
Right.
cleaning, monthly,
Hard
quarterly,
surface,
annual.
soft surface, yeah, I get all that, yeah. Okay, well then, so we're going to have to approve one of these in here, and then the state's going to come back and say yay or nay, or go back and do something else, right?
Correct. Yeah, the state, all these contracts we entered, they have final say over them. And then, obviously, once they accept one, then we have to have all the personnel that may work in the building vetted by the state as well, their criminal
Oh.
records check.
How do you think the state's going to address the cleaning the windows? I would think that, myself, I think that outside cleaning would be a different contract, but that's just my thinking. What is their thinking about buying equipment, lifts and such?
What they're hoping is that the contract that we use for that provides their own lift and includes it in the price they charge us.
Okay, all right, okay, it'd be interesting to see that. Thank you.
Magistrate Woosley.
Is it possible for us to hire our own staff and get reimbursed from AOC by having our own staff over there instead of contracting it out?
We will be using some of our own staff for minor maintenance and stuff, and some of it, because anyway, but to staff up and do all the cleaning and stuff necessary, we don't have a janitorial staff in here per se. We would have to create a janitorial department to do it. I mean, this building, police, they're cleaned by outsiders. So possible, but practical, no. We will bill them some of our maintenance costs and stuff for what we do, the minor stuff, changing filters and stuff. And this is going to work very similar. We had the courthouse here for 20-something years that we serviced, and we used a combination of both. And, but probably 1.5 maintenance people will be involved over there from time to time.
Not ever any chance of using like jail inmates to come up and clean?
Definitely not. Definitely not. They will not pass the criminal background check.
Sheriff's back there saying no.
They're not all guilty just because they're in jail, so. Okay. But our staff that'll supplement them will get reimbursed back from
Yes,
AOC.
it's a annual building thing that I do, settlement. We do an estimate up front. We get paid quarterly by the AOC, then they come and audit it once a year. down to they look at every utility bill, every extra maintenance bill and stuff. And it's easier when we have it contracted, because otherwise I have to get into Social Security, retirement, insurance, all that stuff has to be added in to get a loaded rate for employees.
Judge.
Registered hounds.
Although it sounds like a lot of money, when you look at the bid that's 17 pages long and 15 pages long, and you look at the number of bathrooms that have to be cleaned, and we were just talking about the windows, it's really not that much money in the grand scheme of things, because like the reading through this, the vacuuming and the different things that have to be done. The other thing is it's all going to have to be done after hours. They're not going to allow, it's not an 8 to 5 job.
Most of the work will be done after hours, but there will be one person there during the day, because it just, somebody throws up. Who's going to clean the vomit up? Do all that, okay? So,
Tim says no, he's not doing it.
so.
And your office is closest to the building, so.
But, there, right now at the Crestwood temporary courthouse, there's a person there during the day to handle minor issues that come up during the day, and then they do the main cleaning at night. So
Those are contracted?
they're contract. Yeah.
Was it one of these companies that bidded?
Modern Maintenance is doing it down there. I don't know if they were one of those or not. I thought they were looking at it.
Modern?
Modern
Oh, yeah,
Maintenance,
they're
yeah.
on
They are currently.
Okay, we'll accept those bids now, and we'll sit down, take a hard look at them, and
Yes.
determine if they meet all the specs.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. I think Mr. Silliman has a final bid for Section 2 of the paving here, spring paving. This was from All Terrain Paving, $286,151. Okay, thank you.
Judge, can I interject something real quick? The sheriff informed me that he determined that his fee account settlement does need to be approved and signed, so I think he needs to come back forward and get you guys to just have a, yeah, just.
We have to take a vote on that?
Somebody needs to make a motion to approve that and vote on it.
I'll make
Yes.
that motion.
I'll second that.
All right, moved and seconded that we approve the sheriff's fee settlement. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion, anyone opposed? Motion carries.
We
Thank
also
you.
have to authorize him to sign it? We approve it, but we also need to authorize the judge to sign it? Is that also in your motion?
Well, right, I guess it could be. I mean,
Just want to make sure we're,
necessary to
Who
include.
made the motion?
I made the motion. I'll be happy to amend.
Yeah, I will accept that.
All right. Thank you. Next item are the payables here.
motion we pay the bills?
Second.
Any question on any of the bills? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed to anything? Motion carries. Thank you. Contracts and resolutions, we have a grant application. Chief Smith, do you want to review that with the court?
This is our annual resolution to request a judge to submit an application to Kentucky Office of Safety Highway for the annual safety grant we have every year.
All right, and how much do we expect to get this year, or we're hoping to get?
Last year we had $28,500. We've got about $12,000 of that left, so next year we're going to ask for more.
Okay.
Probably ask for between $40,000 and $50,000. We've been expending money this last fiscal year.
Right. Is this for overtime on the interstate?
It's multiple issues. It's DUI. It's really not a particular area. It's DUI, seat belts, and speeding are the primary categories. But we do a lot on 71 with this money.
Okay. So we have here a resolution authorizing the filing an application with Kentucky Office of Highway Safety for a grant initial and subsequent mini grants to fund overtime and enforce traffic safety in Oldham County. Is there a motion that will allow me to assign this?
No
please?
cost to the county either.
Motion to approve Resolution 010203-26, a resolution authorizing the filing of application with the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion here? All right. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right. Anyone opposed? Didn't think so. Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right. Jim Sullivan's back with the release of a performance surety bond at Brentwood, Section 6.
Yes, sir. So Brentwood Section 6, part of the development in Crestwood, has passed their inspection for the performance surety release, and we're recommending fiscal court release that. It's a check in the amount of $45,583.20.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion?
Can I ask one question?
Yes, sir.
And I noticed this was in the city of Crestwood.
Yes, sir.
So we're approving it for Crestwood, or they're going to accept our?
So in these matters, because we hold the surety, we've coordinated with the city and their engineer. We'll release the surety. They've concurred. But what they need to now do is they will have to take those roads into their county or their city road maintenance system. So
And they're
that,
agreeing with us that it's okay.
that's correct.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
I just have a question.
Magistrate Hawkins.
How long has City of Crestwood had their engineer?
I don't know, longer than I've been here. So
Okay.
More than 7 years.
Okay. I was just curious because I know we don't really deal with them much, and so I was just curious. Thank you.
All right, so we've got a motion and a second on the floor to release this money, $49,583.20. All in favor?
45,000.
Pardon?
45,
What did I
583.
say?
You said 49, so.
Judge, I was doing something else here, but we did come before the road committee, and we did recommend approval to fiscal court.
$45,583.20.
Yes,
All right. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Now we have some hires here, personnel action, dispatch, new hire, Alexis Brown, telecommunicator 2, two-year step at $29.86 an hour, effective this month here, in another week or so, on the 16th.
Motion, we hire Alexis Brown as telecommunicator 2 at dispatch.
Second.
All right. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Motion carries. Sorry to announce the resignation of Nick Smith, one of our good Oldham County police officers. He's been with us for quite a while. Nick is leaving, and effective here on the, I guess it's already effective, the end of last month. So I think Nick is going to federal law enforcement, and thank him for his service here and wish him the very best in his new position. Also have a person I'd like to appoint to the Oldham County Extension District Board. I'll nominate Michael Boyce to fill the unexpired term of Charlie Ward. The term will go on until December 31st of next year.
I'll make that motion, Judge.
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Time now for our second public comment. Is there anybody here who would like to address the fiscal court? Very thin group of people here, or I say a thin audience. Not everybody in here is thin, but I'm big enough. But
Judge,
yes, sir.
Jim Sullivan has a recommendation he'd like to make on paving bids for Riverside, if that's appropriate.
All
Is
right,
this
go ahead.
Spring 1 or Spring 2, Magistrate Jeffries?
I'm sorry?
Both.
Spring 1 or
Both.
Spring 2?
Both.
Okay. We should probably do it in
all
two
right,
different motions.
Jim.
That's correct. So I'm asking fiscal court to approve the low bid of Riverside paving for Group 1 spring paving 2026 in the amount of $349,347.10.
All right. Magistrate Jeffries, you approve it. You want to
Yes, I'll move that we accept the Riverside paving and contracting bid of $218,738 on the Group 2 Spring 2026. Oh, sorry.
Michael, is your
sorry.
microphone on?
Yeah, micro,
Is your microphone on?
Nope, never mind. Sorry, let me get my,
Is your microphone on?
yep, okay. Sorry.
Microphone on?
Yes, now, yes. 349, 34710, Riverside Paving and Contracting, the bid on Group 1, Spring 2026.
Second.
Sorry, I meant.
Correct? All right, is there a second? Oh, you already did? Okay, all right. All in favor, please say aye.
aye.
Motion carries.
And then I'd like to ask for fiscal court to approve Group 2, Spring 2026, Riverside Paving and Contracting for their low bid of $218,738.
Judge, I'll move that on the Group 2, Spring 2026, Riverside Paving and Contracting, the low bid of $218,738. I'll move that to be approved.
Second.
All right. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
So we've been through our second public comment. I don't think there were anything, you have anything you'd like to say today, Grant? Okay. You sit there in silence at each meeting. I mean. Okay, final comments. We're going to have a short meeting today, which is fine. We still spent some money. Magistrate Logston?
I just want to, I'm glad I went first, so 8 people won't say the same thing, but thanks to the county and the state and the city road departments for the snow removal. They did a great job. I want to thank them for that. Next, the Pee Wee Valley City Council meetings tomorrow at 6:30. The following week on Wednesday will be the Crestwood City Council at 7:30. So invite everybody out.
Thank you. Magistrate Dye?
Nothing.
Okay. Magistrate Hawkins?
A few of us attended the ribbon cutting, an important ribbon cutting for our LaGrange Main Street called Devilish Wings Bar and Grill. They're waiting for a few more inspections. However, they will start opening tomorrow, 11 to 6, with a food truck outside, and you can take the food and go inside until they're waiting for their inspection, which should be here in about a week. So they had a very great turnout. Kara from the chamber said it was their largest ribbon cutting to date, and she's been at the chamber several years. So just wanted to welcome Devilish Wings Bar and Grill into Oldham County. And that's all I have today, Judge.
Probably helps if you have your ribbon cutting at noon, you know. Our Magistrate Howlands.
Yes, Judge, just one thing. The next Wednesday is the legislative day when we go to Frankfurt, the magistrates, and talk to our elected officials in Frankfurt. I've already got most of our meetings set. And if you have any items that you would like us to discuss, and if you're going or not going, please let me know so we can go with one list amongst the group. Thank you.
Magistrate Jeffries.
Yes, Judge, a couple things. Just got word yesterday that the task force, the opioid task force for North Central Kentucky met, and they have hired Keith Perry, the sheriff from Henry County, to be the first director of the North Central Kentucky Task Force. So I know this has been taking a little while.
Can I correct that?
Oh, okay.
He's the chairman of the board.
Oh, chairman, okay.
Yeah. So we're in the process of trying to hire a director.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you for the correction. But he has been hired, or been appointed as chairman, so just wanted to make folks aware of that. Attended the LaGrange City Council meeting last night. Officer Richens with the LaGrange had a dog that, Mia, that retired, and they had a really nice ceremony last night for her, and so she's going to go live with them and live out the rest of her hopefully long life, and really a great dog. It was a lot of fun last night at the LaGrange City Council. One other thing, I noticed there's a lot of folks that have reached out to me about some, I won't say dumpsters, but trash bins that people have been placing in parking lots around the county that evidently are not legitimate in some instances. So I've been talking to our county attorney and Jefferson County. I know WDRB did a study or did a program on that, and there's a lot of these that they're just dropping in businesses' parking lots, and there's no phone numbers on them. The emails that are listed on there aren't valid, and so we're trying to see if we can come up with some modifications to our nuisance ordinance to address this, because my understanding, I want to speak for the county attorney, that our language in our nuisance ordinance really doesn't address these, how to handle them. It's been falling on the property owners to have them removed or whatever, and there's a cost involved with that. So don't be surprised, there'll be some information coming forward that we would like to look at and maybe take it to one of our committees, to look at updating the language to make these things a little bit easier to have removed if they're placed on a business parking lot, and if they don't want them there. So just want to let everybody know that that's what's been going on with that. That's all, Judge.
Manager Woosley.
Judge, the last meeting I mentioned Major Keith Smith, who had retired from LaGrange Fire Department after 33 years. What I failed to mention was Major Mike Rouser also retired the same day with 35 years, so I just wanted to congratulate him as well. I had on my list here about that North Central Drug Task Force. Mr. Baxter is also on that board now, is that correct? You were appointed to the board?
I am the secretary.
Secretary of the board? Okay. Yeah. And the last thing is, 2 weeks ago, we had our 2 dumpsters put down in Westport. Good, successful turnout. Both of those got filled up, and I wanted to thank Adam Bayer for hanging out there with us, our code enforcement officer, and he was there all day and made sure it went very smoothly, so appreciate his help down there. That's all I got.
Magistrate Tice.
Nothing today, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Magistrate Likens.
Nothing today, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to wind up here in just a second. I don't know if it was mentioned at the last meeting or not, but I do want to express our sympathy to the Tommy Purvis family. Tommy Purvis, a well-known minister in our community, passed away, really, I believe it was 2 weeks ago today. I think we found out about it at the end of the meeting, after our meeting, that he had died that morning, and certainly wish Carla and the rest of the family, extend our sympathy to them. Tommy was a great Rotarian, wonderful minister, always had the right words for people at the right time, and, we're all fragile in life, so ministers are fragile too. So we wish Tommy and his family, Tommy's family, the very best at this time. There'll be a service on Saturday at 1 o'clock at the Ballardsville Baptist Church, and I'm sure all friends are invited to attend. With that, is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye.